Beautiful day out there, isn't it?
Good of you to join us.
You're talking to everybody in the
No.
yeah.
No,
Good
I'm
of you
not.
to join us. What's up, everybody?
Do we have any housekeeping? And I'll go through the salutation.
Yeah, just hold on a second. Let me present. Boom, boom. There we go, and there we go. There we go. There we go. Perfect. So this NFT. Okay. Oh, a couple things. Licenses. Anyway, we'll give you an update on that as soon as we get them all. We're still working with that. I'm getting a lot of emails about the tilling phase and marrying phase still. Like, we're going to tell you all about that stuff. So don't stress about it. We'll tell you how to move licenses if you need to, how to move married licenses, where to put your married licenses, where to put your licenses for tilling if you don't have hardware. We're working on solutions for all of that. You remember, if your licenses need tilled, they need hardware to till those licenses. And if you don't have the hardware, nobody's going to till those licenses for you for free. So we're actually still working on a solution to let you till licenses for future borrowing of future compute is what we're basically doing. So you don't have to go buy hardware. We're just working on a solution all the way around about for that. But for the NFTs, we the cutoff was the 5th. Obviously, we had 711 NFTs added for March. So way more NFTs, but we also had increased revenue for node markets. So the drop is actually going to be about the same per NFT as February, which is still great. Still annualized at about 8.4% for the NFT drop for March. It's just awesome for all the NFT holders, plus other perks that are coming, which is good. And we almost have the back end all the way done. We're working on mobile and tablet views right now on the back end for the licenses to be listed over here in the market section. It is so close to being done, but we're waiting to drop the NFTs and kind of launch that at the same time, because if we drop the licenses and you have nowhere to view them or nothing to do with them, there's no point in like you having them and taking them off tilling or risking taking them off tilling if you mess them up, or people still getting their wallets drained and things like that, which is really sad. But I just want guys, be careful. I can promise you, and I still get emails about this. Literally yesterday, I got another email asking about the airdrops for AGIX that they've gotten in their wallet. They're 100% sure they're real. They look real. They're like, there's no way nobody can fake these airdrops. They're real AGIX airdrops. I said, no, they're not. And so we got in an argument and we fought. And it was like a Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul type thing. Anyway, I think I lost. I can't remember. Anyway, there's no real AGIX airdrops right now. There's none. I can promise you. And if you have one in your wallet, or you think you look on Etherscan and it says AGIX airdrop, go here to claim it. I can promise you your wallet's going to get drained. What was the other drain that happened yesterday? There was another drain. Somebody lost all their stuff. It was MetaMask supporters. Be careful. Don't get your wallet drained. I don't want that happening to anybody. But everything is looking really good in the market. And we'll talk about what's going on in the market here in a bit. So I think everything's good there.
Hey, Brandon, my actual wallet that has my cards and my credit cards and cash in it, it's having problems opening. Can I give it to you and you'll service it? My leather wallet. Will you please service my leather wallet?
Here you go. Yeah, hand that over. I'll actually fix up the stitching on the outside. I won't touch anything inside, I promise.
Yeah.
I'll just fix up the leather stitching. I won't even open it up, remove the cash, put it in my pocket.
Also, I heard that they're giving away, if I have a wallet, a leather wallet, and I have a lot of money in it, they're just giving away 10 free wallets for each wallet that I have. They're just going to give, they're just going to stuff money in it. It's crazy too, because no one's talking about this.
Nobody. So you're the only one who knows about it?
But I promise you it's legit.
Yeah, it probably is. Oh, I think I can pull this up. This email. Who is it? I'm not going to make fun of you, Beth. Don't worry. I won't even mention your name. Hold on a second. I'm sorry, Beth, if you're here. Let me look up Beth's email. I didn't respond yet. Beth. Oh, this is another airdrop. Oh, let me see if I can share this email without sharing Beth's email. Oh, I can't. So the email, she said, he or she, not Beth's name, asked if it's legitimate, which is fine. I get that. The email came from, this is a Uniswap airdrop now open, which is awesome. We love Uniswap. We love using it. It's from the community manager at Uniswap. I think I can maybe share this screen. Make sure there's nothing confidential on here. Yeah. So the Uniswap manager, it looks like, thrilled to share. This is actually a very good, join our airdrop event. We deeply value your participation, which is awesome. The event marks.
Hey, Brandon, can you send me a copy of that? I want to participate.
Yeah, I'll forward this to you when I'm done. This is from the Uniswap team. Now, let me hide my screen now for a second because I can't show you this thing. It's from the Uniswap team, but the email came from uniswap27@substack.com. First indicator that I always check. Where's the email coming from? I can promise you the domains are actually some of the hardest things to spoof. They really are. So if you go check that first thing, Substack is a domain. It's like Gmail. So like anybody can get a Substack domain. Okay, so it's obviously a universal. Uniswap has a .uni extension for their company emails. They're not going to send it from a Substack email. If Microsoft is sending you an email, it's going to come from Microsoft.com, at Microsoft.com. They're the only ones that own that domain, and nobody can fake that. The only way you can fake that is if an employee went rogue inside the company and was able to get a Microsoft email. And so then I'd still be skeptical. But that's your first clue. You know, where's the email coming from? These people emailing me. That's your number one clue. The rest looks semi-legit, except I know there's not a Uniswap airdrop. And it's offering a chance to earn 500 Uniswap tokens. 500 Uniswap tokens? What's the value of that right now? 500 times 14 bucks. That is $7 grand they're going to give to everybody they sent this random email to. That's quite a bit of money. So there's another tip off.
Buddy, I'm in. I'm in.
I don't know. Just all these things. Just kind of look for this. And I'm not making fun of you if Beth's here. Hopefully not. Or whoever sent me this email's here. I'm not making fun of you. I think this is good, valuable information.
I am going to make fun of people.
No, we're not going to make fun of anybody. No.
I'm going to make fun of people right now.
I get a lot of these
I'm
emails.
about to.
Okay.
Yep. You're getting a 1/4 rant right now.
Flip. I'm leaving.
It's a 1/4 rant.
Lord, maybe.
It's not going to be like one of the vigilant ones, like when I talk about the fuckheads at Ethereum that don't give a shit about anyone in the universe.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're rich. I'm not going to talk about that.
The level of pissedness right now for everybody. Oh.
I guess, you know what? I'm just going to say this. This is my 1/4 rant. Do you guys think that after all that we've built, and I mean everybody here, not just Brandon and I, but everything we built for the years that we've been doing this, that there's a secret airdrop that we either don't know about and do know about and decide not to share it with you guys? We want to keep it from you. We want to keep it secret. This secret airdrop. Fucking wake up. All right? Sometimes we learn about all sorts of stuff, even legit stuff like that. But it's too sketchy or dangerous, the process. And it's just not worth risking your currency units for some tiny little smidgen of bullshit or the potential to have all of your stuff stolen. So we're not hiding stuff. When you call, hey, have you heard about this? Yes, motherfucker, we've heard about it. We didn't talk about it because the greater good is to keep some of this stuff quiet. It's not like Brandon and I are taking all these airdrops and stuff in our pockets. And we don't want anyone else to experience rewards. It's just me and Brandon. How was those secret airdrops last night? Did you crush it on those?
It's the only reason I'm rich.
Yes. Secret airdrops for Brandon and Nick only. Come on, man.
Airdrops are way cool. Nick's right. If we ever do see one they are cool, but they're really, you have to have done, now to qualify for airdrops, you have to have done certain things to qualify for those airdrops. And to do those things, it's like almost not worth the risk reward, even to do those little stages of bridging or whatever else you do to get those airdrops. It's just not worth it. And so that's why we don't tell anybody about it, because for me to teach you how to go integrate with a new layer 2 protocol by bridging ETH over to this new protocol, then staking your ETH for X amount of days based on whatever else, it's too complicated and sometimes not worth the headache for everybody. And you have to, especially with gas fees right now, it's absurd. So anyway, yeah, Beth, I wasn't making fun of you. I'm sorry. I used her as an example because it was right here, pointed at the top of mind. And I think that was great. Thank you.
Dude, I get people that email me these articles. Hey, have you seen this article from NVIDIA about their conference? Yes, man. Yes, I saw yes. NVIDIA is having a conference. I am aware of that. Thank you.
Near's talking at the conference. Near is.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You know who else is? Anybody that wants to pay the $1,800 to have their stand showing. All right. The only other housekeeping I had was that on the call this morning, the call for Hypercycle, and you may be aware of this too, Brandon, is that they're realizing that the Ethereum fees have gotten so out of control that they're looking for a way to do the marriage and all that kind of stuff, potentially on Polygon or Optimism, or both. But I think they're looking at a Polygon solution for now, maybe basically one shift and then do everything on Polygon. This is what they're talking about. They don't have it. They said they're 92 to 95% of the way ready to, look at that option.
Polygon would be easy. It's an easy transition for us.
I mean, it's EVM. It's like,
Optimism also uses EVM actually, but it's more of a optimistic, but it's only a single lane optimistic verification process for Optimism. So I think both would be okay options. That would also stall what I'm doing for sure, because I'm not going to send out for Nick and I right now to send out licenses and do all the splits necessary for the licenses will be about 12 Ethereum today, right now, 12 ETH.
Which is expensive.
So yeah, I mean, it adds up. It takes a toll, but ooh, that's interesting. Okay.
So we'll have more, obviously, during the investor weekend this weekend. Toofy's going to be here. And so Brandon will have a lot of FaceTime with Toofy as we square some of these fine details. Oh, we also have.
Why couldn't they have just fixed ETH with this flipping update?
No, the whole point is the update has nothing to do with the actual fee system.
Well, I know, but why couldn't they have?
Well, it's not. I mean, this is unfixable, right? This is a greater. I know you know this, but I don't know if people know this. This is an unfixable problem. The way that Ethereum works, the way it was built, it's you don't really know. You don't know the state of the Ethereum network with certainty ever. You know it over time. The global state of Ethereum is kind of murky. Pretty close to what's happening. It's not like with Bitcoin where every 10 minutes you have a very clear picture of the entire blockchain and where every asset is, right? Ethereum is not that way. There is no permanent fixed global state of Ethereum. It's kind of gooey. And then you can discern what the numbers are after the fact. So this is an unfixable problem. I don't think it can ever be fixed. You wonder why Ethereum doesn't basically launch their own side chain and just pivot everyone to the side chain, and then basically hide the main protocol, the main ledger, and run it in some background environment.
Well, they could run it as ETH. They could run the mainnet of ETH on a layer 2 is what they could fork to a layer 2 and still have the mainnet.
Right.
That's what they would need to do. The ETH update it's not on layer 2. It's on the mainnet. But one of the protocols, so there's 9 EIP protocols or 9 EIPs that they introduced in this update. One of them was to help with layer 2 rollups, which was to save gas fees on layer 2s exclusively. So that's what you're talking about. Maybe that's what you're reading about. But yeah, I don't know if I don't know that there's a fix. Vitalik says there's a fix supposedly, but it's 2 years out.
He's so full of shit. They've been saying this since 2017. Since 2017, he's been we're gonna have this sorted, and then he started. I knew it was bullshit. I knew the whole thing was bullshit when about a year and a half ago he started saying, "Listen, I think the future is opportunistic rollups." I was like, wait a minute. He's like, yeah, layer 2s are going to help let us scale. No, they don't. They don't help you scale because I'm still stuck using fucking Ethereum for everything.
You have to use Ethereum to get to layer 2s every time.
So if I have to go jump and spend $2 trillion to make the jump, and then the transaction's 1 penny, I've spent $2 trillion in 1 penny. Remember his tweets where he laughed? He said, haha, any blockchain that doesn't do transactions less than 5 cents is broken. I mean, come on, man. It's it's like beyond absurd now. And then they're just a bunch of arrogant dicks, man. They're all arrogant and fucking rich.
They're frustrating. I've never been so frustrated with anything. They're hindering their own progress. They're self-sabotaging, but they don't care. Like you said, they just don't care.
They do not care at all. And they think, oh, it's easy. Okay, how about this? Ethereum, since you guys want us to all go use layer 2s because your shit is broken, why don't you build or have Lubin and CoinSensus fix MetaMask where I don't have to do all these stupid fucking swaps back and forth? If I want to move an asset that is obtainable and holdable on MetaMask, anywhere else in the ecosystem, in the background, all that plumbing should be done. And that should be zero cost, fucking zero. Instead, good luck going from Ethereum on the Ethereum network to ETH on the Optimism network. I've got stranded ETH. I told Brandon I found some Ethereum on my Optimism Ethereum thing, and I can't even get it back because it'd be $120 to do it.
It might be cheaper today because
I can. Well, what I do now is I can use the Ethereum side, go to an exchange, pop it in the exchange. They just put it all in one big Ethereum bucket, and then I can pop it back out for one Ethereum fee.
Yeah,
you know, when you exit the exchange, even exiting the by the way, my security review, which was supposed to end at 5:15 a.m. this morning, and I'll show you because I have the screenshot. It still says I'm pending review.
That's crappy.
They just started over the little circle right here that like tells you how long you have to wait. So they've basically fucking stolen $7 million. Good thing I don't need the money, I guess. And this is what these guys can get away with. So this is some of the dangers of centralized exchanges. One of the reasons we don't do custody at Node Market. If someone does any kind of custody, they own your shit, all of it. They have all of your shit. And that's why we're so adamant against custody. But remember, if you do your own custody, it's a lot of work. You have to take responsibility for your assets.
I think this is part of the reason the ETFs are so popular. People don't want to mess around with any of this stuff. They just want to go buy stocks because they are used to it for 100 years, you know?
Today's Ethereum upgrade will not reduce fees because there's a lot of people. I'll give you an example. Think of all the people in the world that want to do a transaction that's $50 or less. Would they, over the last month, would they do that transaction or would they just sit on their hands and wait? Think about it. If you know you're going to spend $35, $40, $45 on Ethereum fees for a $30, $35, or $40 transaction, you're not going to do it. So there's most people in the world cannot use Ethereum to do the kind of transactions they'd like to do with Ethereum. So while all those people are just sitting here like this, if this upgrade were to make any fee adjustments, and that's a very weak ass sloppy argument that it will make any change, it will instantly get bombarded with marginally cheaper, lower cost transactions, which will immediately bump up the the usage of the network, which will push the fees back up, and they'll be worse than when they started. Because they've sidelined a bunch of people that cannot transact. And it's just a mess, man.
Good point. Also to Beth's question, I thought that since Brandon owns Uniswap, he would have knowledge about that's true.
And guess what he would have also done, Beth? He would have talked about it on the show because we like to give you guys cool things to talk about.
The only thing that Uniswap is doing that they announced is their governance team. They have a proposal in place to share revenue with all token holders, which spiked Uniswap 3 weeks ago or whatever.
I'll do you one better. Not only does complaining to them not matter, if you complain to them, you get another letter. This one says it threatens you that if you call customer service, they'll then delay your account retrieval by 2 weeks.
That's so crazy.
It's straight up fucking theft.
That's crazy. By node market, yes. I think. When are we gonna cut this off though, Nick?
Well, we'll hold it through the investor weekend, obviously.
Yeah, we got to do it till then. Let's talk about this next Monday. We'll make a decision this weekend.
Yeah.
But yeah, as of now, you can still do it. So, there was one other question here before we go behind the wall. Oh, yeah, I think this was it's kind of a non-event. What people, so they've tested this on 3 networks. This wasn't going to be an issue integrating this Dankun update. They've literally tested on Gorilla back in the Gorilli network back in January, the Sefolia network in February, and then the last one right after that. It's all safe. This was basically a sell the news event, but not really. It's just a nothing really for anybody, kind of, but it has a lot of cool things in it. It really did.
Yeah, I mean, it's good for Ethereum. It's just not good for any of you or us. Or, oh, wait, then I guess it's not good for Ethereum. Here's what it's tantamount to. Ethereum is a Cessna taped together by duct tape and bubble gum and mostly lies and propaganda and bullshit with rich people driving it who are not really looking forward because they're drinking and they're partying. And the developers are tethered to the back of it and they're climbing around with more duct tape and a soldering gun. And they're trying to strap on jet engines so they can go into space in their Cessna. Meanwhile, there's rocket ships coming back from Mars, and those are layer 2s. And there's other rocket ships that have been out to the far reaches of the universe, and those are the other layer 1s. And they're coming back into the solar system, and they're looking at this dumbass Cessna. And everybody on the ground is like, look at my Cessna. We love the Cessna. Those are all the investors. The actual users, they've already jumped out of the Cessna and they've fallen and they're dead. That's what we got. And all the investors, all the talking heads that are gaslighting everyone are telling everyone, see that Cessna right there? That Cessna right there is going to make you rich. Ugh.
So true. So true. Actually, pretty cool what they're doing, but still, same analogy.
Yeah, and I mean, we can go through every one of those EIPs. It's all bullshit and bubblegum.
Yeah, it doesn't affect us. We're not going to go through them because it really doesn't.
But I'm saying it's fixing problems that just don't even exist on these newer layer 1s. They just don't exist. All these problems have been solved. They're just trying to play catch up, and they're so far behind. I just don't think it's ever possible.
Yeah.
And until the actual using community gets so angry that they fucking refuse Ethereum, it's not ever going to change. And well, Ethereum's never going to change. It's never going to be. I promise you, Ethereum will never ever be as good as any of your weak ass layer 1s right now. Ethereum, no matter what they do in the history of Ethereum, other than just pivot to a new protocol and just do like a big sweeping like fork, it will never be as good as Algorand was 4 years ago. It won't be as good as Near. It won't be as good as Solana, except that it's not full of thieves, corruption, scummy VCs, and it won't shut down every 4 or 5 weeks, right?
Yeah.
But as far as actual using it, Solana is better than Ethereum per transaction. On the aggregate, though, Ethereum doesn't shut down, and that's pretty useful. True. Can you imagine just logging into Ethereum and it's just down for a day?
Well, it didn't even shut down with it. This update was actually big, and it didn't even no problems, right?
I mean, these are all backwards compatible upgrades that they run on these test environments over and over and over. So, like, It's not that they're incompetent. It's Ethereum. The developers are not incompetent. It's the task is not possible. It's just not possible.
Couple questions. Let's go behind the wall. Twin launch. Do you want to talk about that behind the wall or in front?
I'm meeting with the CEO. He's going to be here today. I met with Mario from Singularity DAO. Came over yesterday. We talked for several hours. Some cool stuff there. They are doing they're shifting their focus, I think, in the right direction. So that's good. And they are eventually going to token gate the platform, meaning you'll have to have some Singularity DAO tokens in order to get the unbonded and the different vaults. If you want to get free money from Singularity DAO, you'll have to own some tokens. Basically, that's what it amounts to, which is good. That's what they should do.
I think that's great.
Yeah. So good for them. They're doing a lot of cool stuff. Mario is a smart guy. We're going to be talking to the Twin CEO today. He'll be here. Bill will be here about 30 minutes after this show ends. So I'll have some definitely good updates for you guys, but we'll distill all that down and maybe talk about it tomorrow or Friday. Cool. But we should get some information on the TGE, which is soon. All right. Let's see. There was a little confusion on the NFT promotions. Trying to clarify. Buy 10 and get 10.
That's pretty easy. It's 10. So you have to buy 15 if you want both deals. So 10 gets you one deal, 5 more gets you the other deal. Easy peasy.
Common sense now. Common sense, people. All right. Do you know about what amount of STL? I believe. We don't know for sure because that's their call, not mine. Obviously, I think it's 2,500. I think you have to have 2,500 STL tokens, and that'll allow you to participate in every. You know how they have those tiers? It'll be something like that. Hey, if you have 2,500, you can participate in all these vaults and all that kind of stuff. And so, whatever wallet you're using, that wallet would have to possess those assets.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think that's smart. I think that's great.
Yeah. Why did Hypercycle move from Cardano to Ethereum? That was never. Oh, Ronald, we love you, buddy. No, this is actually a good question because a lot of people think Hypercycle was never on Cardano. These are placeholder tokens. Okay, the Ethereum token is a placeholder token. It's not the native C Hypercycle token. Okay, the Binance token, which has now been sunset, by the way, that's over with. There's no more staking. There's no more bond. That's all over with. You guys know that, right? Brandon, you know that, yes?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The Binance thing is done. If you haven't bridged, you should bridge. The rewards are gone. The liquidity pool is gone. That's over with. All right. The Cardano, the Ethereum, the Binance, these are all placeholders that will get merged with licenses, and then you will get a stack of assets. And Brandon, that stack of assets would include
What?
Are you with me, buddy?
No. Yeah, I'm with you. What?
The stack of assets that they would get after a marriage would be what? Some of the things they might get.
You're just going to get R and S tokens. W. They moved to W and S tokens.
No, not W.
Is it R?
It's R and S. Revenue and security.
Yeah, R and S tokens. Sorry.
Yeah. Revenue security tokens, and then basically
all you'll get.
Your Hypercycle tokens will be from the placeholder Hypercycle Ethereum token. It will then be the C Hypercycle tokens that will run inside the network.
Yep, your C stack. Yep.
Okay, so the bridge for Hypercycle is already on. Well, the bridge between Binance Hypercycle and Ethereum Hypercycle, yes, that's been happening for weeks now, at least a week. Okay. If you purchased 5 NFTs and joined DPC around the same time, can we just have an extra year of DI? Yeah. Wait a minute. No, not if you did it. What?
Yeah, it does mess everything up. Yep. Okay, good. DPC.
What's that?
He's DPC is what they're talking. You get DI for free for DPC, so the 5 NFT thing does
digital private clients already get it for free. Oh, free. You don't have to ever pay. So yes, we'll extend it for another year. Your free membership is extended for another year.
And I think Mary actually nailed it. Hot fudge sundaes.
Oh yeah.
Now we're talking.
Brandon, do you have a tank top on underneath that sweater?
This is all I wear is a sweater. I don't wear. Maybe. I'm only bringing tank tops to LA. Do you think that the places we're gonna go to will allow me to in?
No.
The
If
tank top.
if you're in the Binance token, you got to get off the. If you have the Binance hypercycle token, you need to get out of that token. There is a bridge on Singularity DAO to bridge from the Binance hypercycle token to the Ethereum hypercycle token. You need to use it, or you're gonna be stuck. They already pulled liquidity. There's no more staking rewards. Just saying, go slow.
Yeah, you can always unwind it.
Yep.
You and I sleeveless. Nice. Todd. Nice. Sweet. Should we go behind the wall and talk some
Behind the
real
wall.
market stuff?
Yeah. By the way, oh man, just a second ago I was gonna say Bitcoin 73,000, but we started talking and it's down. It's down a couple $100.
Ah, useless Bitcoin. It's going to zero now. Dang it.
It's going to zero.
Let's go. Says Jamie Dimon 6 years ago.
So if the bridge is available and working, which it hasn't been, I mean it has. I've done it, so it has. How do we pay for the bridge with BNB? It's all right there, Beth. Like it walks you through it. Just go slow. Click the buttons. Go slow. Maybe try a small portion, something like that. It's all right there. Okay. Let's go behind the wall.
Let's do it.
That's where the fun begins.
That is. You'll see.
Gotta go slow right here. Going slow. Going very slow.
Yep. Keep the lightning.
Keep
Maybe
the lightning.
stop streaming to the other one.
We
Then it
love
won't
the lightning.
confuse as much, maybe.
What that?
We could stop streaming to the other one now. Completely. Anyway,
Oh yeah, just kill it.
yeah, we could kill it. Nice. I think you're on track here.